With me now is Glenn and Amber Schworm. They live in St. Pete's, but they have followed the mandatory evacuation orders and they got out. They're now in Orlando, which was also hit with a lot of rain, but we'll get to that in a second. Good morning to the both of you. How are you guys doing, and what are you hearing about what's happening back home?
Feeling a little bit of a sigh of relief. It looked like the flooding did not get our, like the opposite happened, was suffering of the bay and the ocean. So this is what we're hearing. You know, we might go there and find something entirely different. And we're not sure about wind damage at this point.
Yeah, there still were 100 mile an hour plus winds that hit our neighborhood. So there was a lot of debris that was all over the road from the previous hurricane just 2 weeks ago. So, you know, we're not sure what we're going to be bumping into. And right now, we're not allowed back in our county yet. So we're not allowed back in yet. We live in a barrier island. We can't go back on there. So though it has passed, we can't get back home to assess the damage yet. But so far, it seems like the flood water did not hit us. Sadly, it went south. It was good for us. It was bad for people down south. But that's what we're dealing with today.
Okay. Amber, how would you describe your level of anxiety right now as you wait to get the word that you can go back home?
It's a little less than it was yesterday. I think I'm just kind of glad this is over. But it's still there. You know, it's not. We've had to evacuate for hurricanes before, but it's mostly just for a safety reason. We've never evacuated like not knowing if we're going to have a home to go back to. That was a different level of anxiety.
That was scary.
And besides going through a divorce previously and our son being born 3 months early, I think this is the most stressed I've felt in a very, very long time. Like it's overwhelming, and we try to practice what we preach about being positive and not worrying until you have to worry. But it took a lot of self-talk to talk myself off the ledge sometimes.
Now, Glenn, we hear so many stories, horror stories really, here in Canada about insurance rates in Florida. People can't get insurance. They can't afford insurance. Are you guys okay?
Are we okay? So insurance doubled last year. To give you a frame of reference, our insurance for our property was, we first moved here, $8,000. The next year they canceled us, and then we got another carrier to give it to us for $15,000. That's just for hurricane. That's not for flood. And then they canceled us for no reason. And the next quote we got was, ready for this, $90,000 per policy. I'm not kidding. I got two more quotes in the $80,000 range, one in the $50,000, and then finally one in the $30,000. And I couldn't afford it. So finally we found a company, thank God, on late night TV, shockingly, but they're a great company that helped us get insurance for now we're down to $11,000, which still sounds crazy, but it's so cheap for here. But we're reluctant to use it for anything because I feel I'm terrified if I go back and I have damage to our home and we use the insurance. They're going to cancel us. And then I'm right back in the same boat. So it feels like you have a policy, but you're a prisoner. You can't use it. The insurance is terrifying here. And FEMA, or not FEMA, but flood insurance, I think it's FEMA too, however that's tied together, only covers you for $250,000. So if you have a total loss with your house with flooding, down here with the great construction rate, you're done.
Yeah, our next door neighbor, they have a ground level house that was completely flooded during Helene 2 weeks ago, but they had no insurance. They just self-insured.
Yes, so they're a total loss.
Wow, my jaw's been on the ground while you were just describing that roller coaster of numbers you've had to go through. So let me then conclude by asking, do you ever have second thoughts? I mean, we hear so many people are saying now it is not worth it, yet at the same time, and I'm sure you guys both know this, hundreds of people are moving to Florida every day.
Yeah, we have had conversations recently, just in the past 2 weeks, like, wow, Amber always said, I want to live where everybody else vacations. It was our dream to move to the beach. And it was a dream until it wasn't 2 weeks ago. And then it's still a dream, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, here's my thing. I wouldn't mind having a house that's a little higher up so that we didn't have our home in it flooding. So, because our house is about 11 feet off of
It's about a 30-year-old house, which was building code back then, but it's...
But now the newer houses are about 18 feet off of elevation. I would feel more comfortable with that.
The last flood, came within 5 inches of coming into our living space. This is 2 weeks ago.
We lost all our cars.
And we were home during that. We lost all of our cars. We were home during that. I just want to say to your viewers real quick, if just to say Glenn and Amber Schworm on Facebook, we've documented all this, journey, like all the videos and all the flooding and stuff. So it's been crazy if they want to follow and see it. But it's been like, do we love it? Now, the minute the nice weather starts again and we rebuild again, hopefully we just are stronger next time. And it's expensive to move too. So we're locked into a very low interest rate, under 3%. So don't want to move.
But I've never been in such a wonderful community where the neighbors help each other
so
and
great.
everybody's like we have multiple group chats with our neighbors going on, and as far as like the community of Floridians and the kind of people that they are, we're pretty hardy people.
Yeah, we heard from our local mayor this morning. He reached out to us and said, look, because I know him from going to the gym with him, and he said, look, I wouldn't come back yet. It's going to be several days before they get sewer turned back on. Water and power turned back on. So we're going to hunker down here in Disney and try and make the best of it for a few days.
Make the best of it. Well, you guys have awesome attitudes. We wish you all the best. We appreciate you sharing your story with us today, and please be safe.
Thank
you so much.